now listening to In the Trench.
Welcome back to another podcast, another In the Trench episode. Today we are joined by
Andy with it next.
his Instagram handle will be right here. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcast, it will be in the description. Today we are sponsored by the same as always, Kayla and Kyle from Amore Pizza, and we're throwing a shout out also to Alliance Technology at alliancetechnologygroup.com. Or no, it's alliancetechnology.com, and it's amorepizzadavy.com. So thank you to both sponsors. And we're working on an interesting sponsor for next episode, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Anyway, Nikki, how does it feel being behind the camera again?
Okay, finally.
The MVP.
That's right, here we go.
Nikki's been carrying. We've been doing Zooms lately.
Yes, fantastic.
You know about that. We told you.
Yeah.
We
I've
had
been watching
Dog the
it.
Bounty Hunters.
I was sick. How was that, man?
Dude, it was so sick.
How'd you get in contact with her?
So, you know who Gary Vee is? So shout out to Gary Vee. We're posting this to TikTok, this clip right here, because if it goes viral, Gary Vee is gonna see it, and he's gonna come on the podcast. Anyway, so Gary Vee is like this internet mogul who's like this motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And he's always on Instagram, but he's a little extreme sometimes. Like he'll be like, "Oh, bro, I'll rip both my arms and legs and cut my dick off and shove it up my ass to be 25 again."
And wait, where would he say this?
Just in any interview.
Anywhere.
Like he's rich, but he's like, "Oh, bro, I wish I was poor so I could get rich again in under 2 years."
But was it like the same phrase, or was it always like?
Oh no, it's always
different
something
slang?
extreme. It's always like, oh, if, like they're interviewing him. It's like, "Oh, bro, I'd kill to be 25 again. I'd cut both my arms and legs off." Like, bro, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be a nugget.
Bro, imagine the first person that had him as a guest, and like he was the first one to ever experience how he just raged like that. Like
Yeah.
imagine like what he was going through. It was like
I don't know.
what? Like the fuck? Like what the fuck did you just say, bro? Like what?
What do you do in that situation?
Bro, like honestly, in my opinion, I'd be like, good call, man. Good talk, man. And then just walk out, bro.
It's fucking weird. No, but Gary Vee says he's always like into that motivational shit. So he's like, "Oh, bro, I believe anybody can make it. So if you want to be a SoundCloud rapper, you got to DM 1,000 rappers on Instagram and hope one of them agrees to be on a feature with you."
Wow.
So I took that aspect kind of and moved it down to like, let me DM a bunch of people on Instagram, see who lands. I started people I follow. I'm followed by a couple verified accounts for, I don't know how. Don't know where they came from. Don't know how this interaction began.
Wait, but you followed them beforehand in a way.
Yeah, and then they followed me back. Like, I haven't reached out to her yet. We've had conversations before on DM, but one of Honey Boo Boo's sisters followed me. And it was interesting. It was just so random. So I was like, I'm going to try to get her on the podcast.
And you haven't reached out to her?
Not for the podcast, no.
And when did she follow you?
Oh, dude, this might be like 8th grade. Back, like when they were in their prime. Like when it was like Honey Boo Boo. And it was like Honey Boo Boo on TLC, not Mama June,
Oh, yeah.
whatever show they're on now. But yeah, no.
So
like,
when are you thinking about asking, bro? Like, that'd be amazing.
Use your powers.
I'm using my powers. Right after this podcast, we'll DM her.
All three of us will do it together.
If I get a response, we'll post it on this video. But no, so I just started DMing random people. Like right now, I'm really on the hunt to get the most interesting people I can find. So like, I got, like I said, Cecily Chapman, awesome. Dog the Bounty Hunter, one of my heroes. Like that, I watched all of his episodes. Got her on. I got you on. Fucking interesting as shit. We're gonna talk about a bunch of anime shit, a bunch of your music, freaking quick little sneak peek for the YouTube gang. This is nothing. This is like
Some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all don't know.
No, I'll give you a real sneak peek, then it'll get you real excited. Hold on. This is like ASMR for anybody listening because you can hear the. Here's a quick sneak peek.
How many pieces do you have of him?
All 5. Just like that, the game is over.
The game is done. I'm telling you, some of you guys don't know, bro.
The chances of anybody pulling this in a game, let's say you do have this in your deck, it's like
Wait.
1 in a million.
And what other cards do you got?
Bro, what do you mean what other cards I got? All of the Egyptian gods. And I have like multiple of the Dragon of Ra and multiple of each of them. Freaking the illusionist card.
Wait, and have you had these since you were a kid, or did you like?
No, I had all these when I was a kid. I never had all 5 Exodia pieces because that's just fucking crazy.
You know, back
But-
then, hell yeah, back then.
Dude, if I can go back in
It was a
time,
struggle.
I can go back in time and give myself something and be this. And be like, you're about to be the coolest kid in elementary school. I used to show up with my tin box full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, bro, but I freaking Blue Eyes Ultimate Chaos Dragon. But my most prized possession in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh cards has to be Bay. Has to be Bay.
I think, alright. Before, I don't get in a row, but since you brought up the Blue Eyes,
Oh shit.
I do have a gift for you.
What is this?
If you read what it does when you place it, you're gonna thank me because it's gonna protect that man every time in the battle.
Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. When this card is special summoned, dragon type monsters you currently control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Damn! This card will combine with this will fuck anybody. That is sick. All right. Now that you gave me a gift, I mean I'm gonna have to give you a gift too. Nah, bro, I got to. I got something for you, bro. I got something for you, bro. Freaking man stayed true to me. Man stayed true to me.
Yo,
What did you get? Oh my goodness.
some of y'all, you're gonna understand that Esteban's a fucking phenomenal man. And some of y'all will know why if you know this card.
That card,
If you know this card.
that card is the clutchest card in history. Don't act like I'm leaving myself empty-handed either. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I freaking
Oh,
got
bro.
you.
Appreciate it, man.
Trade's a trade.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, I wish I got into Yu-Gi-Oh back then. Like, I really wish that I got like deeper into my brother. He fucking loved that shit, man.
Yeah.
I always been a fan of like Pokemon cards. Just check some of those out. They're all Japanese, some of them.
You got Mew, a Japanese.
So I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know you like Pokemon.
Bro,
Until you said that you had the Pokemon Go, I was like, oh shit, no fucking way.
Damn it, I should have bought my Pokemon cards. Oh, those are sick. I have a Charizard VMAX, like this one. I should have bought it. I don't know. I had them in my hands. I'm like, nah, I'll bring just the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Nah,
It's someone. It stopped recording. My camera.
okay.
Just now.
Press record.
I don't think Alright, I'm gonna eye it while we do it.
Okay.
You can just click record and then,
Yeah, it'll be clipped.
and then clip it in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It'll be clipped.
You're about to witness. Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
You're about to witness.
Damn, and they're all in the fucking plastic, bro.
Because you took your time
With what?
with those.
Ooh.
You took your time.
Which one was that one?
Oh,
That's
come
my
on.
most expensive card in the deck. It was $40.
So you did what I did. So
Yep.
what happened to me was I had all these puppies. I had 3 of these when I was a kid. And you know what happens when you have 3? You win. Unless the only thing that can beat 3 blue eyes white dragons is this guy.
This motherfucker right here, bro. Don't be intimidated by those stars, bro. This man
Oh,
dead.
damn these. So what happened to me was I'm close to buying a house. I want to buy a house this year.
A house or like an apartment?
Like a house.
A house?
Yeah.
That's fucking
I'm gonna buy a house this year, and I want man cave in the house. And I was thinking, what cooler thing to hang on your wall than a frame with all the most OP Yu-Gi-Oh cards? And I'm talking about like one of those like cool, like ornate gold frames and shit. I have the Yu-Gi-Oh cards set up.
The question is how you're gonna place this one up.
Oh, I already have it set up.
Is it
I
gonna be
already
different frames or is it gonna
No,
be
no, no,
one
no, no.
frame?
So it's gonna be I work. My company does that pretty much. They we do custom frames.
Yeah.
So I can design a matting which goes in the frame to have the exact cutouts of the cards, and it's gonna go like this. I'm gonna match the circle perfectly, right? I've told Nikki this story a million times. It's gonna go like that.
And you'll keep hearing it.
And you're gonna keep hearing it. No,
magnificent.
The exact order is gonna be this in the middle, or like up middle, and then we're gonna have the originals, none of the like that. The original Egyptian gods. By the way, all these first editions. And I'm gonna have this bad boy dead center in the frame, and then on the side I'm gonna have my dark magician, my summoned skull, my illusionist, and I have. Speaking of cards that give you a buff, I have the card that.
Yo, some of us are gonna start thinking we're just geeks, but fuck
Bro.
y'all.
Where is it? I have a card. It's called the Wicked Avatar. Remember that one's a black circle.
No, actually, I actually don't.
So, if I remember correctly, what the Wicked Avatar does, if I could find it, where is this man? Anyway.
Oh, thanks.
Sick.
Shit.
Oh, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Throw that boy out
Shut
there.
the fuck up.
Apocalypse Towers. Also used to run shit. Look it up. We're talking about stars. That's the king of stars right there. Summon Skull is a classic. You need
I've never
him.
seen this one. That's an OG.
That's an OG right there. Dude, where the fuck is it? Oh. I have too many. I have way too many. So what happened was, I had this phase where I was like, you know, I want all the make the frame super cool. So I went on Amazon and I tracked down all of them.
How much are we talking? Because that looks like a fucking fat stack.
A lot.
Oh wait, can you curse?
I spent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, curse as much as you can. Curse as much as you want. Bro, I got a fucking blow the roof off this place.
Wait, you can't find the card?
I mean, it's not like.
They don't remember that it was like shipment after shipment.
Oh, dude, for like a month, every day I was getting shipments of cards.
And wait, hold up. We're talking about like individual cards or the packets that you were buying?
Individual cards.
Individual cards?
Yeah, bro. I had to freaking buy them individually because you think I'm gonna go waste my time buying card pack after pack after pack trying to get all 5 Exodia pieces? If I couldn't do it over 5 years playing when I was a kid, I'm not gonna.
Now he has his own money.
Now I have adult money.
There's a place by Sawgrass. It's like a little thrift store, bro, like with OG stuff. I'm talking about like they have like stuff from like back in the early 2000s.
Tate's Comics, right?
Isn't next to Sawgrass in that weird plaza?
Yeah.
That's where I bought every single one of these
That's where I
Pokemon
got-
cards.
Oh, here it is. Read that. Read that out loud.
This card cannot be special summoned. This card cannot be normal summoned or set except by attributing 3 monsters. Oh shit. Your opponent cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of their second turn after this card is normal summoned. The effect and defense of this card each 100 points higher than the highest face-up monster attack in the field.
So that automatically becomes the strongest card on the field by 100 points on offense and defense, and renders any magic or trap cards useless.
You got that one at the thrift store?
Yeah.
I'm
This
telling
guy.
you, they got clutch shit. I never even seen that card
Bro,
before.
This card is like, literally, it's up there with Exodia. Like how god tier it is.
And it's crazy because back then we would probably just get them by the way they looked. I don't think I remember back then like.
Oh no, not
reading
at all.
anything.
Bro, I promise you. So the original story was when all my friends were into Pokemon, when this was third, fourth grade, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh. Me and my best friend were just into Yu-Gi-Oh. So we would come to school every day with our giant like metal tin can full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and everybody would come with their Pokemon cards, and they're like trading Pokemon. Him and I are just going at it with Yu-Gi-Oh. And we got into the Pokemon game a little late, but I had a trash bag full of Pokemon cards. I'm talking about thousands of cards. I don't know what could have been in there. It's so sad.
And you lose it.
You know what? I
lost a lot of shit when I was a kid. A lot
you
of
don't know what you're playing with.
OG toys, OG cards.
But you know what? It's a good thing and a bad thing because that's back in the day when we used to grow up enjoying what we have. Now people like this shit.
You see it for money in a way, like because like they buy, resell type stuff.
Nobody enjoys anything anymore. That's why I had to go get this. You ever play Bakugan?
Dude, you just roll them on, they
so
just pop
sick.
up right there.
It was so sick.
Card. I would. There was one. It was like purple and it was like a bowl. like I forgot how it looked. But
No.
my god, it was sick.
I had the red one that was like you have to get 5 pieces to complete the entire dragon.
Oh,
I never had all 5. I just had like the main one, like the head.
I don't know if you ever did this, but I would sometimes put the card under my shirt and the shoulder, just have my guy on my shoulder, and I would just be walking around all through Sawgrass, just chilling. Like, so good. All the time.
Bro, that's awesome. I would what are you doing? Get out of here. But no. Speaking of Sawgrass, that's where I would buy all of them. The little like individual shops, the little boutique shops.
They had them.
That's where I would sell them. That's where I would buy them.
Honestly, I don't think I remember ever buying it. My brother literally bought me all of them. To be honest.
I remember going to Sawgrass and begging my mom. Whenever we passed the boutique, I'm like, I need the next one. I had like this case full of them, and I was like, damn, I need the next one.
It was sick. What was another one?
I know I was crazy into Bakugan. I was crazy into Yu-Gi-Oh. I got crazy into Pokemon late in the game. And I got back into Pokemon last year because we were going to go to Japan.
Shut the fuck
My
up.
best friends and I were going to go to Japan. We had tickets bought and everything. And it got canceled because of COVID. So that's why we went to Washington instead.
But you're going to still go to Japan?
Oh, yeah, we still have the tickets. We're going next year. That's why I got back into Pokemon because I was like, you know what? What's cooler than Pokemon Go in Japan? That's what we were going to do. So I started like getting my shit together.
How long are you going to be there? Because that's like, what, like a 16-hour flight?
It's 13 and a half hours. We're going to be there for 2 weeks. And we're doing the whole trip. So we're landing in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And we're spending like 3-4 days in Tokyo. Then we're going to move up to Nikko, which is this other city. That's like almost like a foresty type ninja town. It's super cool. Like
you have to wear like those kimonos.
They give you the kimonos to wear, and everybody walks around the town in kimonos. And they have like a giant waterfall, like water rafting. And then we're going to go from there to Mount Fuji, and then we're going to climb it. And at the top of Mount Fuji, there's this little village that boils eggs in volcanic water so they turn black. And they said if you eat these eggs, it adds 5 years to your lifespan. It's a cool story, but we're 100%.
It's a dope story. It's like a perfect reason. Like, yo, okay, I want to climb that. I want that.
Of course, I want that black egg. I want to live longer. I want to live forever. And then we're going from there.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
If one black egg is 5 years, how many can you order? And just like just.
Dude, I might be immortal by the
That's what I'm saying. You'd be like, yeah, can I get 30 black eggs, please? And that's just for me.
That indigenous woman's gonna just be like, ah. No, I'm gonna be like, ma'am, I want to be 300 years old. Okay, whatever the math is, you get me that amount of eggs now. What's that? That's 60 eggs. I have to eat 60 other big eggs. 60 black eggs.
Wait, how did you find out about that though? Like
Google. Things to do in Japan.
Oh, I was about to say like you just search up black eggs, but that sounds more logical. Yeah. That sounds more logical. Like, what are you doing?
Like if you're going to Japan, you have to stop at the mountain and get the black egg.
Cause like they also have like insects and stuff on like sticks and everything.
Yeah,
right. Would you try that if it was like
a
scorpion? Really?
Oh, I'm trying everything. One thing we talk, but that's more China. That's more China than
you have to.
You can't go to like a country like in Asia and not try everything. But that's more China than Japan. The fried insects. Japan is more like seafood, like crazy seafood.
Oh, crazy on seafood.
So we're gonna eat cuttlefish, which is super hard. Like it's the most dangerous food to eat in the world. Like your sushi chef has to be top tier, or else you can die. Like that's how poisonous the fish
You can
is.
eat it.
Fuck yeah, we're in Japan. YOLO. I gotta know why. If it's so dangerous, I gotta know how good it tastes. It must taste insane. And then we're trying jellyfish soup.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Dude, fluffy pancakes.
That one, Chief.
Have you seen fluffy pancakes?
No, I've never seen that.
Can you look up? Show them the fluffy pancakes, bro.
I'm assuming by the name they're gonna be like,
Dude, they're jiggly. It looks like Jello, but it's not Jello. It's fluff.
and it wiggles
And
back
it wiggles
and forth.
back and forth. Fluffy Japanese pancakes. Bro, that's like some next level pancakes.
Yo, I've been having breakfast wrong.
Bro, the Japs know how to do it.
Still,
Oh my God.
they look insane.
Dude, they look ridiculous. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have every time. I'm a sushi fiend, so I'm gonna have
What's your favorite one?
salmon, JB rolls and salmon nigiri.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Ceviche Arigato in Weston?
I haven't been, no.
Bro,
We've been trying to find a
they
good
got the best sushi ever, bro.
Really?
The Miami Heat that I had over there. Oh, gas. Got Ceviche Arigato.
It's here in West.
Shout out. You know, sponsor.
Oh yeah,
Sponsor the video,
slide the
please.
sponsor. Send us
Please.
over some free meals from Ceviche Arigato. No, I went to the ceviche spot in Wynwood. You've been there?
And Woodwood, I don't
It's
go
got like
out
swings.
to
No, I've
buy.
never.
I was like a one time.
This was my ex.
Tune out for a second.
Podcast is over.
Podcast is over. Okay, we're coming to a short break right now. We'll be back in 10.
That's what goes like with black guy.
I've been to Wynwood realistically like 5 times in my life, and twice. Once was with my ex, and then once was with Nikki. That's the thing you do when you get a girlfriend, like, and you're fresh.
I Wynwood.
When you're fresh with your girlfriend in South Florida, you go to Wynwood.
Bro, and there's like those nice galleries and
Yeah,
everything.
it's
You
nice.
really walk outside chilling. Back then, I couldn't get a drink, so I was like, "Fuck, I gotta drink water." But
Yeah.
Florida was easy. But nah, Wynwood's amazing. It's beautiful.
Wynwood is
places
nice,
to
but
go,
this is the
man.
thing. Once you go to Wynwood a couple of times, like,
Like, I get a little bored of it. It's
Yeah.
repetitive.
but nah, we had a ceviche spot there, and it's really cool because they have like swings for seats. So you sit, and it's like just giant ropes coming down on like a piece of wood, and you sit there.
What the fuck?
I hated every moment of it.
Yeah, they're gonna respond. They're gonna send you a message, be like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck? What was that?"
Nikki's gonna be my one dislike on this video.
Like,
Just for that.
No, man. So, you do music.
Yes, man, I do music.
Tell me
I
about
do
it.
Music. Well, I don't know. Well, for starters, it's therapeutic. You know, never been the best with words. Never really found it easy to talk to others when it came to hard stuff, mental stuff. And music, literally just like it's like an easy platform for me. Not an easy platform, but it's like an easy way for me to actually speak about what's really going on, what I think, sometimes how I feel. And when I first started it was, kind of hard, shit like that, getting used to. But just finding the ways to express it felt so good in the sense where, I don't know, music just, I don't even know how to talk about it, to be honest.
Nah, it sounds like you're
Nobody
extremely
plays, but
passionate about it.
It's just crazy because, you know how, you ever found it hard sometimes to talk about certain things to people,
100%.
anything like that?
100%.
And it's tough, bro. It's like a little it's a weird feeling sometimes. I never really been able to
Express it.
express it.
Yeah.
And when I start going into music and I start talking and everything, it's like I'm writing word by word an experience, a memory, a thought, a feeling I had at the moment.
Yeah. What's the songwriting process for you?
Sitting in my room, windows up, beat on replay the whole day, and then just writing lyrics, error and trial. I'll write one thing, see if it flows. Nah, take it out. Go back, reflow. Nah, take it out. Until I see I'm building a story, because I don't want to just say anything on the mic. Anybody can do that. Anybody can pop off like that. It's expected. You feel me? So I just write until I see a story that I can relate. And when I can relate to it, that's when I start twisting words around to make it seem like, okay, everybody could relate. Whoever listens, whoever took the time to actually hear it word by word and stuff, if they like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. But I'm trying to make it where in some way I feel like I'm not the only one who's been through this kind of weird mental blockage of not being able to express myself.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That's the fucking best answer I've ever heard for somebody getting into music.
Thank you, bro.
Most people just say some stupid shit like, "Oh man, I hear it, but I just want to get famous, man." I feel like
Want
it's
money.
It's about money. I could feel the
get
passion,
noticed,
bro.
Get clout.
Yeah, I can
Like,
feel your passion. It's
like,
crazy.
don't get me wrong, though. You know, it does bring along
comes
to
with
it.
it.
It comes with it.
You gotta love what
But
you're doing for that to happen.
Exactly. Like, you gotta find like the right intentions for it. In my opinion, I don't see that. I used to think that. Like, I'm not gonna say like I'm all perfect or shit, but I used to think that like in the first 6-7 months of like me just starting music, actually maybe even like 9 months, I would be pissed because I'm trying to write and I can't write. I'm trying to write, I can't write, and all I'm thinking about is, bro, what the fuck? I just want to be famous. I just want to be famous, man. And I told myself at one point, I was like this doesn't feel right now. I feel like I'm just pushing it out instead of like taking time to sit down and enjoy. Like, okay, what am I gonna listen to or write to today? Work on a project, see what I can do with the lyrics, fix my pitch correction, and I don't know. It just takes my time away. It takes my mind away. It takes like all that
like you said, it's
stuff.
therapeutic.
And when I used to think of just the money, the fame, the clout, it would be so stressful. I was just laying in bed. I wouldn't want to work on music. I felt like it would be in a hassle. I was like, this shit doesn't feel right, bro. Like, I feel like this. And it leads to finally seeing Jesse, my cousin in LA. Like, when I was given the opportunity to go over there, I finally saw shit clearer. I'll say for like the past 6 months, maybe 7 months, I've been actually like switching towards the finding the love and passion. And I would say probably that trip completely like just.
So how was that trip?
Oh, it was amazing. Like, blessed. Thank you. You're watching this. Love you. Shout out to you. You're doing great. But like, it was a blessing, bro. It was a blessing. Like,
So you went to LA for how long?
this is the thing. I was supposed to go for 4 days. During each day, I never got a message from any of the managers, the team, even her about my flight back. Second day in, still no message. I'm not gonna ask. I'm just, enjoying every second of it. Still no information. Come to the 4th day, I finally asked her. I'm like, okay, I need to know like to pack or whatever. I asked her, I'm like, yo, so how long am I staying? And she goes, oh, well, listen, I was gonna tell you earlier, but you've been doing great. You seem like you're really focused, passionate. I see you putting effort. You want to stay for a little while? I ended up staying for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, all in LA, chilling at the place we were at, day in, day out, just seeing her record, like doing everything, the process, the engineers. Like, bro, that's what like snapped me. Because I was like, that's amazing how the fuck she got there. Like, I don't know if you know much about her, but she went through a shitstorm. She went through so much to get to the position she's at. And it kind of like snapped me like, I'm doing this for like the wrong intentions. Like, during that trip, I told myself, like, in the shower one time, about to go to bed, I looked in the mirror, I'm like, you're doing this for the wrong intentions. Like, just randomly one night. And then, bro, like, after that, like, now I can finally, like, somewhat see shit clearer,
But you found your path more.
Well, I found my path. Like, I actually, like, gained that extra boost of, like, that flame inside you that, like,
Yeah.
you're burning. Like, it was like a coal, and, like, the fire is, like, just about to burn out, give up, and then, boom, light a match, just
deep.
burst it, bro.
It's fucking deep.
Yeah, no, man, I'm sorry. I've been saving that in my head for a minute.
That's fucking, hey, bro, this is the place to get it
Like I
out.
said, man, I don't talk much to people. I'm blessed you brought me on the podcast. This is amazing.
Nah, bro, we're blessed, dude. That shit was fucking dope. And what kind of music you make?
I don't know.
A little bit of everything.
This is the thing. This is why I have yet to post anything on iTunes and Spotify, because I kind of like. It's weird to say. I don't know what genre I would put myself in. Everybody would ask me, but honestly, I really can't think of an answer of what specific genre I put. Every time I just work on the music, I just see it as a song. I can't like classify it in a way. It's weird for me.
That's dope.
I really can't understand that.
That's super dope. I know. So I'm in school for film. I want to direct movies. I find myself writing scripts and I can't tell you what the genre is. Like there'll be horror,
weird, right?
There'll be horror in the genre. There'll be comedy. There'll be action.
It's like you mix a lot of everything in.
A little bit of everything. But
It's like it's your own project, and you just really can't classify it because like I don't know, like it's so weird. It's my bad, but it's so weird to talk about, man.
No, I trust me. I completely understand. We're both artists in the sense that we come from two different points of art. Your art is music. My art is making moving pictures.
But if you were to pick in like a specific genre, what would you pick?
If I was strapped down, gun to my head, and had to pick a genre.
Oh no! In the sense of like you only had to pick one, but not with the gun part.
Oh, if I had to pick
yeah, like if you were given the chance to choose.
Honestly, a dramatic action.
Dramatic action.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dramatic action movie?
Dude, there's so many. I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, so if I had to pick,
I'm assuming you like Kill Bill.
I love Kill Bill. Those are like in my top 10 for sure. It's funny, 5 out of my top 10 are all Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, they're good. Pulp Fiction, dog. That movie was.
He doesn't have bad movies. He has like one like, whatever.
Some may be like a little off. It'll be like.
But like.
I feel like people relate too much on like what the previous movie was.
Yeah.
So they see it like.
No, my if I had to like pick, Inglourious Bastards to me is the perfect mix between comedy, drama, action.
Really?
You get everything. And the way he splits up his movies is the way I split up my movies. I write them like a book. So they have chapters. So like it'll be chapter 1, boom. Chapter 2, boom. And each chapter is completely different, tells a completely different story. That way by the final chapter, all the stories come together into one. And that's when everything comes to fruition.
What is it called?
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards.
I would definitely check it out. I have it downloaded and I watch it on every flight. Because it's such an easy watch for me.
How long is it?
It's 3 hours long. It's a fat movie, but it goes like that. The way he structures it, it's like a book, I swear. And it's funny. It's a funny movie.
And it's a straight comedian movie?
No. There's everything. It's a Nazi movie. It's a World War II Nazi movie. So it's pretty much.
The new one that like recently came out?
No, this is 2008.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the kids or whatever.
No. I think you're talking about Dunkirk.
I think so. It's like kids that are like in the Nazi family or whatever in the German.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Those two kids and like they were like it was like a comedian movie.
Oh, Jojo Rabbit.
I think
yeah, with Taika Waititi. Yeah.
I was thinking about that one.
That's a good one. No, and Taika's a cool director. I don't know. I don't mesh with him too much because my problem he's like a Marvel director, and I love Marvel. I cried in Endgame. But
if you haven't, you're lying.
Yeah,
you're lying. You're lying.
I was in the movie theaters for Iron Man 1. I was in the movie theaters for Endgame. I seen everything. My problem with Marvel though is that they make everything a joke. Everything that's serious, they somehow make it a joke, and it's kind of like. That's why personally, I'm a DC fan. I'm a huge DC fan.
I'll be honest, I like it, but
it's not everybody's cup of tea. My thing about DC that I love is that it's dark and gritty, and I love dark and gritty.
I'll tell you this: I love the Superman movies.
Oh, it's so good.
I love the Superman movies.
There's not a bad Superman movie.
It was not. They nailed it with this one. I'll give them that. Like that's facts.
But Henry Cavill is the GOAT. Man's is built. The freaking, he goes to he I don't know if he has a house down here. He was looking to buy a house down here, but he went to a jiu-jitsu class that I used to attend here in Weston.
No way.
Bro, when I found out he was there, dude, I wrote up the fastest Superman movie script that I had. Didn't catch it, but I have it. I have scripts on deck, ready to go. But
that's sick.
That's what I did during COVID.
You wrote a lot of movie scripts?
No, so I sat down. So I went for a run. Am I telling the story now? I'm about to tell the Hell's Creek story.
Tell it.
I went on a... Because you have to relive the same story a million times. I went on a run.
Uh-huh.
During COVID, I took up running. I don't do that anymore. I go straight to the gym and lift weights. But I took up running during COVID. And for me, running is boring as shit. Because nothing's happening. I have a location to get to. And by the time me to get there, that's all there is. There's just blank space in my head. I try to lose myself into the music, but sometimes the sun, I start thinking about the sun, the heat, everything here in Florida is horrible. So I'm like, you know what? Let me make running today a story. So I start running throughout Weston from my house here all the way to the YMCA. So it's 10 miles.
Shit.
It's a fat run.
Holy shit.
It's a 10-mile run.
Someone picked you up afterwards, right?
Yeah. My mom.
I was like, you got some fucking
Bro, by the time I got to YMCA, I couldn't fucking walk. It was horrible. No, but I start running. What? Oh, this was before they even opened them up because of COVID. So my idea was to run there, have my mom come and bring me my basketball and me play basketball. That didn't happen. I was too tired. But I start running and I document the whole thing on Snapchat. And like I'll find like this weird little pothole. And I'm like, damn, imagine if like a dinosaur came out of there. That'd be kind of crazy. And that turned into me running a little bit further and then seeing like these construction workers. I'm like, damn, imagine if there was a lab under that lake. And these construction workers are like covering up, but they're secretly doing maintenance for this lab. And like at night, these sketchy ass like scientists go into the lake, and people report that, and they seem crazy, whatever. So I keep running, and I'm like, imagine like these bushes. There's another lab in that lake, and in these bushes, there's just some fucking dinosaur just ready. I love dinosaurs. There's a dinosaur ready to fuck you up. So this all came down into me sitting down at home and writing the most methodical script I've ever written in my life. It's a TV show script, not even a movie script. It's a 3-season arc, and it's completely done. It's completely done.
Wait, what is it called?
It's called Hell's Creek. That's like the working title. But essentially, it's about because the Nazis used to do some fucked up shit. Like they really experimented with crazy shit. They tried to make zombies. Like they really tried to make zombies, to make undead soldiers. They try to make super soldiers.
Is that why in Black Ops, that's why the zombies are fucking Nazis all the time?
It's always because the Nazis, they were obsessed with like demonic shit and like bringing them they're crazy shit. So in my story starts in 1944, towards the end of World War II.
Yeah.
And essentially there's this Nazi program that they're developing, and they're trying they figured out how to reanimate, how to get dinosaur DNA to make weapons, to make like, you know, have dinosaurs on like on your team, like biological weapons. But the problem is that they can't seem to get them to stay alive after they bring them back. So
how long are we talking about?
This was 1944. Although the dinosaurs would die within 15 minutes. So the program the Nazis were creating in my story was to possess the dinosaurs with the soul of one of the like the army soldiers, one of the Nazi soldiers. Like
dead or alive?
Dead, no, alive. Like they would sacrifice themselves for Das Führer, for Hitler. Like that was like the main thing. That's what's so scary about it. So the whole point is that they're getting very close to this, and they have a researcher there called Heinrich. I forgot. I gave him. I grabbed the two most famous Nazis and put their names together to make his name. It was Heinrich Eichmann. His name was Heinrich Eichmann. He's the main villain of my story. And he's 20 at this point, and he's like the smartest guy in Germany. He's figuring this out. They're at the verge of figuring this out, but he's smart, and he realizes that they're losing, that Germany's about to lose the war, and they're not really that close to cracking the code. So what he does is that he takes all the stuff that he had from, like, all the information, he steals it at night, right before the Allies, Italy, gets invaded, and that whole place gets destroyed. So he runs away, and he flees as a Jew. He pretends to be a Jew, comes to the States, and he becomes a declarated student. He goes to MIT. He gets all the research he needs.
How old is he?
He was 20 when he left, and the story picks up in 2000. The TV show starts in 2000. Because I thought not many shows start in 2000. It's always like the 80s or like modern time, 2000s. And he's like 60, 65, 70 years old. And at this point, he spent his whole life traveling the world looking for these artifacts from hell that he knows he needs to finish the project. Yeah. He gets recruited for his work because he did other work for bioengineering for MIT. So he gets recruited by an American company, but they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to create super soldiers, but he teaches them, why put American lives at risk when we can do this? And he proposes the idea. So then they give him millions of dollars to start this idea, and he creates this thing called America of Tomorrow, AOT. That's what it's called, his branch. So then he starts taking care of everything, and they start cracking the code. He has volunteers. They grab homeless people. They offer them money. They offer them food to come in and volunteer, and secretly they don't know that they're getting fucking blood sacrificed into a fucking empty dinosaur body to get turned into some crazy shit. But while this is happening, we have our main protagonist, which is a Navy SEAL who lives in this town. And this is all happening in Montana. So pretty much they moved into a hospital that they just built in Montana, and they're confused why there's a hospital. Long story short, the Navy ex-Navy SEAL, because he notices weird things happening, and he starts tracking them down. He thinks that the hospital they built is weird because nobody's checking into that hospital, and he pretty much kind of through the whole story figures out what's happening, and it's a battle between him and Henry Eichmann. And then his best friend gets caught in the loop. They all call him crazy. The whole point of the first season that he's crazy. He's making this thing, making it all up. And then at the end, like his wife and kids leave him to go to the sisters because they're like, "You're crazy. Like you gotta drop this. Like you're ruining our family." He's like, "No, they're killing people. Like they're sacrificing." And his best friend goes with him and dies. So, and the thing that makes my story different is that. Yeah, his best friend dies. And the thing that makes my story different is that the good guys don't win in this story. So the whole thing is to stop the giant dinosaur apocalypse, which is demon dinosaur apocalypse, which was what Eichmann's trying to do. And he gets to the end right before he's gonna stop him. He has the thing to stop the whole thing. No, can't. Season 2, they're all rampant. Everything's crazy. The apocalypse happened.
And you made this while on a run?
On a run.
What the?
On a run. Well.
And wait, hold up. Is it done? Like.
Yeah, no, the whole thing's done. The whole thing's done.
Yo, how do you pitch these ideas? Like,
I don't know.
You talk to?
I don't know.
Show?
Honestly, part of this podcast is for me
Just
to
to
be
get it
able to
out
talk
there.
to someone.
Yeah, I feel okay. I feel that.
There's a little piece of that. I started this podcast really because I've always wanted the opportunity to talk to the coolest people I know. So I want to start with people I know, and then eventually get to actors that I love to talk to, sports people I love to talk to, crazy people I love to talk to.
Obviously, eventually your idols.
And then eventually, if this grows, I got to talk to a producer. I pitch him my idea. Who knows? But that's like the subliminal message. But that story, the main idea was made on the run, but it took us like a month. It took me a month to get the whole thing figured
How
out.
long did it take you to run those 10 miles? Like, bro, that's insane.
4 hours? And that's like slow for somebody who runs. And my stepdad's a marathon runner. He's like, he runs a marathon in 3 hours, which is 26 miles.
He does it like
Shout out to Andres.
volunteer.
Yeah, we're going to London in September to watch him run.
You're going to London?
Yeah, for a couple of days, for like a weekend.
That's sick. Everything's opening up now. Right?
Yeah, literally just Japan is closed. That's the
They're
main
still
reason.
closed?
Yeah, they're like super closed. Like
Yeah,
literally, the Olympics are gonna have nobody in the stands.
For the first time ever.
I just don't know why they didn't just change the location. People say because you need like a year to, like it's like so set in Japan that you can't just change the location. But
But I feel like somebody had to say something earlier or even after the whole COVID situation. Be like, all right, yo, we need to move it. Because now they're going to see like everybody over here has everybody in the crowds, stadiums.
Yeah.
Like, bro, games are being filled up to the max. The UFC fights, you see the whole
sick.
place
Everything's back to
just
normal.
filled, bro.
Everything's back to
top.
normal. We just need dude. It's just
Danny White making his money.
it's a 99.98% survival rate. It's higher than the flu. Why are we freaking out so much about it? People are making such a big deal about it.
I say either get the vaccine or just, don't get the vaccine. Just, you don't got to argue about it. Just get it or not get it.
Yeah, just do you, but don't fucking shut shit down again because that makes no sense. Why aren't we shutting down things for the flu? I mean, I got my
Not the flu,
vaccine.
No, I get you the flu. But I don't know, did everybody get the flu shots?
I've never gotten a flu shot.
You never got a flu shot? You got a flu shot? Probably once back then, but I don't think I
Yeah, I think once for school they made us get it. I think at one point they made
What,
us
like
get it.
middle school? No.
I think in elementary school they made us get the flu shot one time. I think during the swine flu when that happened, when H1Z1. No, that's Battle Royale. When H1N1.
Yo, so tell me how when I went to get my flu shot, I went to before you guys are probably gonna assume something, but I got Johnson & Johnson, and I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently bro,
Thickens your blood.
the day I got it,
You got Johnson & Johnson.
I felt like shit the night of. 3-4 days later, I find out that they stopped it because people, like, there was a small percent of people getting, like, I think it was strokes or something.
Their blood was clotting.
There's blood clots. Yes, their blood was clotting. And then I'm reading fucking theories that it's gonna grow your tail. You're gonna get an extra finger. You got this. And my paranoid ass, I'm saying, I'm like,
You look at your hand, making sure there's no.
I'm like,
Is there 6 fingers?
like, I'm hoping this is not true, but part of me is freaking the fuck out right now. And it's just
Bro.
like, bro, I just got the luck of that. And the day off, I felt horrible, bro. Horrible. That night, how did it feel? Yeah, I'm assuming you got
Oh,
the
I
other
got
one.
fucking wrecked. I got wrecked twice.
Oh, you have to get it twice.
I got ran over by the fucking vaccine bus 2 times. Bro, I went. First of all, the story of me getting the vaccine was funny because I'm a bitch when it comes to needles. We were talking about this earlier. I just can't do it. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking do it. So I go to Publix to make an appointment. And the lady's like, you don't need an appointment. You can go get it right now. And I got put on the spot. And I was like, if I get the appointment, I could have time to prepare. But if I do it now, I don't have time to prepare. Maybe it'll be less painful because I wasn't expecting it. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go do it. I tell the man, bro, bitch. Fucking distract me or something. So he starts talking to me. He's like, think of the worst pain in your life. What's the worst pain in your life? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm having a panic attack. And the guy's like, all right, on 3. 1, just does it. No, fucking legend. Legend. Shout out to that guy. I wish I knew his name. He's a bald guy.
I'm the same way. Not with like needles, but I'm the same way when it comes to the finger pricks, bro.
Really? I can do finger pricks.
I hate them.
I can do finger pricks.
I hate
Really?
them,
I can do
bro.
finger
I freak
pricks.
the fuck out. I can literally, I've donated plasma. I can take the needle like straight into that vein right there. But when it comes to the prick of the finger, I'm there, I'm like, okay, tell me when you're gonna do it. I just look away. I'm like, just do it.
I can't do. Finger pricks I can do. Everything else I can't do any blood. But whatever. So I get the vaccine, and then like an hour in, I'm feeling good, feeling fine. My arm is a little sore. 2 hours in, my arm hurts. It's not sore. It hurts. 3 hours in, I can't move my arm that much. I feel like my arm is gonna fall off. 4 hours in, my arm is stuck to my body, and I'm starting to feel a little lightheaded. 6 hours in, I had the worst fever I've had in my life. And I had COVID before. I felt like I had COVID. Like, it was that bad. I was railed for 2 days. I couldn't get out of bed. I was, the sweats, the freaking...
The first time you got COVID.
The first time I got the vaccine. The first shot.
Oh, the first shot.
For 2 days, I was super, super sick. The third day, I was still sick, but I could move. Fourth day, like, nothing happened. Like, it's like, I didn't even feel like a little weak from last night.
Like, you woke up like if you just woke up out of a dream.
Yeah.
Like,
It felt like a dream.
but how did it feel with the first vaccine?
Yeah, no, horrible.
No, not the first vaccine. My bad. The first time you had COVID.
The first time I had COVID was bad.
I only
Shout out to the person who gave me COVID, standing behind the camera.
Tea talk. Yo, but I didn't feel anything. I couldn't smell or taste anything.
I thought I was gonna be asymptomatic too, so I was excited. I'm like, damn,
Oh,
2
that's
weeks off.
asymptomatic?
Yeah, if you can't, if you're not sick, it's asymptomatic. But no, bro, I got sick. I got really sick. Again, it was like a flu. I felt like a flu. I've had worse flus before. I had
worse than the.
Yeah, I mean, COVID. Really, what happened? The first couple of days, I felt it was like shit, but I was still playing COD. Like, I was fine. And then I got like the fever started hitting me, and I had a fever for like 5 days. It was really, really bad. Sweating like crazy. Couldn't eat. Then I lost my taste, and everything tasted like shit. Like, everything tasted horrible. And then I got a really bad cough. Like, I could not breathe in without coughing.
Really?
Yeah. But then 2 weeks happened, and then I'm fine.
Damn, bro, no. The first time I didn't really feel anything. Like I said, I couldn't smell or taste anything. So all my mom's food, bro, they look so good, but just fucking tasted bad.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
It's the worst.
The night of the fucking vaccine, bro, I was literally laying in bed. I see the sweat just dripping off of me, everything. The bed just getting soaked. I'm there, I'm like, oh, I'm about to die, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking die. I'm literally about to die right now. I'm just gonna do one prayer, bro, or I just take it, bro.
Just take it. I'm ready.
Dog, that was god awful.
It was terrible. I went through that 2 times. I got just as sick the second time.
The second time you got the shot?
I got 2 shots. Both times got just as sick. Although I'll say this, the second time my arm didn't hurt
As
that much.
right? Yeah.
The first time I could not move my arm for 2 days. It was the worst. It felt like every time I moved it, there was like a metal rod sticking into my shoulder, like pressing into it. Nikki still hasn't gotten her shot. Everybody blame her.
You're gonna give me internet bully.
I hope.
Leave it in the comments section.
Hashtag get vaccinated, Nikki. I got a question for you.
What's up, man?
I asked my friends this question earlier. I was talking to Nikki about it in the car. How many fourth graders do you think you could take in a fight?
Oh my
I have a number for myself. I want to hear yours. And these are the rules. You're in a cafeteria. You don't have...
I'm my age right now, right?
You're your age, your strength, your everything right now. You don't have superhuman stamina. You don't have superhuman strength.
Whatever I have.
Whatever you have now. However long you could last in a fight. Whatever state, that's what you're going. You're getting put into this essentially cauldron with kids. How many fourth graders? Babe, can you look up what's the average weight of a fourth grader? I'm gonna say they're 9 and 10. So I'm gonna say they're like 3.5, maybe 4 feet tall. And I'm gonna give them a weight of like 70 pounds each on average. We're not gonna include those superhuman baby.
Yeah, no. Yeah, completely.
None of those like already looked at by like Ohio State football teams. None of that.
High school coach been talking to a little elementary like, are you thinking about playing football? It's like what? No,
Okay, but
because what they're like 9 to 10, right?
9 and 10 years old.
okay, 9 to 10 between 65 to 70 pounds.
Okay. I fucking curl that shit. No, I'm kidding. I don't curl it. But
I would say
I shoulder press it.
15.
No, you can do more. You can do more. Don't say 15 because my number's high.
You told yourself 30?
I don't think she could do 30. I don't think Nikki could do 30. But I said, put me in a room. Give me a shot of pre-workout before.
Okay, so we talking
Fucking,
about...
you can have pre-workout. Take your pre-workout and you can have the music of your choice playing.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I'm having Halo lobby music.
The Halo theme song?
The Halo theme song.
Fucking cheap for that one, bro.
I hear that shit. Bro, I'm starting facing away and then I'm turning around.
No, wait.
I said 500.
Will we get copyrighted if we put that in the background?
Not if we sing it. If you don't know what the Halo theme song is by now, bro, like you haven't lived.
They're missing out, bro. They're missing out the whole song.
I'm gonna buy an Xbox Series X just for the new Halo.
Really?
It looks crazy. I have a PS5. I'm gonna get the X.
Did you ever look, like, if you look carefully at the controller on the back of it, the whole, like, white part of it, you look very
Yeah, the
close.
little squares and triangles and X's and circles.
Oh, I literally saw that
Nuts.
as I was scrolling. I was scrolling on Instagram one day, and then somebody had, like, a little close-up image, and it was white, and I was, like, zoomed in, and
Yeah, no,
was
it's the amount of detail in those things is crazy.
that's insane. And they all look, like, perfect, unless, obviously, like, you fuck it up.
Yeah.
Mess with it.
My dog fucked my controller up. It still works, but it's just it looks disgusting.
Which one?
The fucking.
Who do you think? Who do you think?
Corina, show your face.
Sugar tits.
I can tell by the ears.
Yeah. That's it.
But I said 500. I genuinely think if you put me in a room, in an arena,
It's unrealistic.
if you put me in an arena with fourth graders, and we're talking 65, 70 pound foot, bro, I'm grabbing one stick, bah, turn the other one, bah, freaking, dah. I'm stomping as many as I can, and then I'm turning around and straight throat karate.
You ever seen Family Guy? There's an episode where Brian and what's the guy in the wheelchair?
Joe?
Joe, they go into this little classroom, and then Brian and Joe's like, Brian, these are a bunch of little kids. Like, no, they're not. Takes out a poster, and there's like a meth lab in the background. He's like, they're just a bunch of midgets. And then you just see them go and take out the guns, knives, bags, like, get him. I could really just imagine that. But honestly, if you're saying 500, I'm giving myself at least 90.
Bro, you could do
I don't know, man.
Bro,
I
think
might
about
have
the
to
music
stand up,
playing, bro. The fucking music in the background of your choice, going to your hyped as fuck. You're juiced up with pre-workout. Like you're Fucking seeing red. All these little kids coming at you saying mean things. They're all saying mean things too. They're bullying you. Yeah, they're just bullying you. You fucking poopy head. All right. Let me make it more interesting. How many you murking with a baseball bat? Because now I'm talking thousands.
And this is what I listen to.
I literally called my friends, put them on three-way, and talked about it because it was so important to me.
How many did they say?
Oh, no, they're with me. We're talking thousands. And I said, teamed up, we could take a country full of them.
Oh my god. No, dude.
Bro, 10 of us, we're wiping out 100,000, no problem.
It's not. Where are you going to find 100,000 of them?
Oh, you're
Where are you
fine.
going to find a cafeteria big enough to fit all of them?
Oh, you're fine.
A Roman Coliseum
You're
could
fine.
sit 100,000 people.
There's a building.
Go to what's that one? The place that that Queen performed for Africa.
The amphitheater.
One of the
And
biggest.
then
things.
show 100,000.
Bro, it sits like
And then with
250,000.
little kids, you can fit in more.
Exactly. No, I'm telling you. Give me a baseball bat, bro. I'm taking out at least 30,000 by myself. Nick can take out the other 30,000. Andres can take out another 30,000. We're just taking out fucking. Dude, I'm gonna look like a UAV. Just.
Is there any type of training prior to this?
I don't need training. I'll go in.
Alright, but that's the thing.
Cold.
I think I might. Cause
Yeah,
my dumb ass
that's
gonna
what
be
I'm
swinging. I know me. I'm just gonna flip the bat and just gonna hit me. Just throw my head, and then that's the opportunity. The kids are like, "Fucking motherfucker!"
And then you're like, what? Easy, small country full of kids that can kill him with a baseball bat. If it's like a scenario. But we over here in the trench, we love the kids. Love the kids. It's all jokes. Unless the future zombie apocalypse.
Okay, that's a different
Just
story.
straight up
Now
fourth
we're going for
graders.
Millions.
Oh,
Now we're going for
millions.
Millions. Are we talking about
You-
zombies?
I stopped watching The Walking Dead around season 4, but I saw this video. There's this really great scene where it was they get in two cars, they put a metal wire between the two cars, and a herd of zombies is coming, and they just floor in with the metal wire between the two cars, or just slicing all the zombies in half. It was the coolest scene I've ever seen in a zombie movie, because that's what I would do.
Damn, bro. Nah, I've never seen Walking Dead. Honestly, I never got into it.
I wouldn't get into it.
What was that
It's-
one? Zombieland? You ever seen that movie?
It's amazing.
That
Such a good
movie.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
I forgot there's a second one.
You saw it? I haven't seen the second.
I haven't seen
They showed too many people. I don't like
Yeah,
there's
they-
too many people.
I liked it when it was like the
Just
small,
the- just the
small,
four
just the
people.
four,
It
and
could have
that's
stayed on
everybody.
one. It didn't have to make the second one, but it decided to.
Yeah, no, that's good. As long as they made a second one. I'm still waiting for them to make a good Avatar: The Last Airbender movie.
They flopped after the first one. They flopped hard.
Firebenders who can't bend fire. Earthbenders who have to have 5 people doing a ritualistic dance to move a pebble. It was so bad. Just thinking about that movie gets me mad.
What'd you think of Legend of Korra?
It was alright.
I
I don't like people who put it ahead of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah. And I don't like how Aang died because, like, in the show they said that. Like, he
They
just
made him a
died
horrible parent, and he died like early because he was.
because
No.
of his body age, but like he stayed young as a kid in the little ice, so it affected his body stuff. But
Yeah, no, I don't like it. They ruined Aang for Legend of Korra.
I didn't like how every season was a different boss. I wouldn't mind like if there was just one.
Exactly.
consistent, and then they faced different ones on the way. But it was
That's
like,
why it wasn't that impactful. Because the whole thing about Avatar is you had 3 seasons leading up to the Fire Lord. The big thing. They didn't even show the Fire Lord in the first 2 seasons. It was just like his silhouette. And then you finally see him and it's imposing. And you got freaking
And that last fight scene was insane.
a whole
One of
boss
the
fight.
top 5 best enemy battles ever made.
I'll say it's definitely top 5. Definitely top 5 like final battles period. It's so good. It was animated to perfection.
You know what? I'll put it like at least in second or third when Levi was swinging from giant to giant.
Oh my god, the Levi
when they
the
were
Levi
surrounded,
Beast Titan fight is goated.
The man is on another level.
Bro, Levi. Who's your favorite character in Attack on Titan?
I'll say Jaeger.
Aaron?
Yeah.
I would say up to before season 4, it was Levi for me.
Really?
And Aaron took the place.
I like this whole mentality. How he
Peace.
switched it, like just watching him grow. Like, bro, the first episode, I don't know if some of y'all watched it or not. First episode, his mom dies.
Yeah.
His mom fucking dies. Like,
Gets eaten in front of him.
like we said earlier at the other crib. Every episode is a hit after a hit.
You want me to blow your mind?
Go for it.
So you know there's a theory of how it ends, and this isn't a spoiler because it's literally just a theory. Although the manga did end, so people know the ending, so I no fucking clue. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, facts.
But there's the theory is that it's all a time loop. That at the end of the show, everyone's gonna die, and Aaron's gonna wake up in episode 1. And the reason this theory is so crazy, right,
Yeah.
is because the first episode is titled "To You 2,000 Years Later," and it starts, and the first thing Aaron says is, "Mikasa, why is your hair so short? Or why is your hair so long?" Because he remembers her being short in season 4 when they're old. He says, "Mikasa, why is your hair so long?"
That's what he said in the very first one.
First episode.
I just got chills that I didn't watch the show.
So they're saying because so the Attack Titan has time
Yeah.
powers. It could transfer it, so he remembers everything. He can see everything that the future Attack Titan holder is gonna do and the previous Attack Titan holder is gonna do. So the theory is that he has a certain task to do to save everybody, and if he fails, it starts over. It starts all over till right after he gets it. Because you know how his dad made him eat him?
Yeah.
So that's how it all happens. So the first episode's called "To You 2,000 Years Later." Look it up. I might be wrong. It might be something else. It's something
Nah, but
to
it's
you
so
2,000.
believable, though. It's so believable.
No, that's one of the theories. And
Yeah, now I actually want to read the manga. I actually
dude,
want
I'm
to know.
this close to just giving in.
But where do you get that now? Because I
Online.
don't really see them at the library. Online?
Yeah, it's online. You can read it all online for free. Just look up season 1, episode 1, Attack on Titan episode. Name.
How much, like, other theories do you know about?
I know a few. So there is that they all die, and there's not a happy ending.
To you in 2,000 years. That's the first episode.
To you in 2,000 years. Bro, when I first heard that theory, I got chills.
I got chills.
There's also another theory that it's all a dream. It's all a dream. That one I really hope it's not true, because that would ruin the whole show for me.
Wait, why?
If I find out the whole show was a dream
He hates that
and
stuff.
nothing ever really happened, it would ruin the show for me.
But who would dream of Jaeger?
Jaeger, if he wakes up in 2,000 years later and it was all a dream and none of it's real, there's no tie-ins, there's nothing, that would ruin the show for me. Thankfully, I know that's not the case. Because I asked my friend who read the manga, I'm like, bro, I don't want any spoilers, just tell me it's not a dream. He's like, it's not a dream. Okay.
I searched up some conspiracy theories. One of them says the entire series is a story that Armin wrote.
Yeah, that's very possible that Armin wrote, because he
Why Armin?
he narrates the first couple episodes. So it's like he's reading a book. And then he has the book of the ocean and he talks about the ocean and all that. And it's like we're seeing everything from his perspective. But we're following Aaron. Because Aaron is like the larger than life character.
Yeah.
Yeah, the number one is a time loop they were mentioning.
What?
It's the number one conspiracy
Yeah, the
theory.
time loop theory.
It's a time loop.
That shit's wild. No, dude, Attack on Titan's on a different level. It's on a different level. To me, the top 3 moments in Attack on Titan. Number 1, and I don't know if this should be number 1. Number 1, that fucking when he kills the Warhammer Titan. When he's in Marley in season 4 hiding the whole time, and he's talking to Rainer, and Rainer's begging him to kill him. He's like, I'm sorry, kill me. And Aaron's like, you're gonna feel what I felt. Fucking kills and stomps all of Marley. Oh my god. Number 2 has to be the Levi versus the Beast Titan. Number 1. Number 2 was great, but number 1. And number 3 has to be Aaron versus Annie. When Aaron wins.
Versus Annie.
Remember in season 1 towards the end, they found out Annie's the female Titan.
But when they're fighting inside the city.
Inside the city, and Aaron just grabs her face and rips it off, and Mikasa falls down, cuts her fingers off. It's like, you dumb bitch. That's the best. God, that show's so good. I get chills just thinking about it.
You ever heard of the theory with Monster Inc. being related to The Incredibles? Like, there's a reason that that they're connected.
I've heard Monsters Inc. being connected to something else. I don't know if The Incredibles, but what?
It's incredible because you remember the scene where because you know how they're all terrified of kids and everything like that.
Yeah.
Stuff. And then one time Sully brings Boo into that sushi restaurant and everybody starts freaking out, right? Everybody starts screaming, everything. When you see the part where the news reporter is getting the people's reaction, one person was like, "Yeah, it was controlling me with his mind powers, picking me up and jiggling me." And then another one said it was flying around, shooting laser beams and everything. There could be talking about Jack and the Incredibles, because in the Incredibles 2, they finally show all of his powers. He can shoot laser beams, he can levitate stuff, he can fly.
And he fought the raccoon.
And one of his powers is he can teleport. So who knows if he can, like those random moments he teleports, he just pops up into that universe. Because it's all Disney and everything's related somehow.
Yeah.
And everything, so they say that because Boo clearly couldn't fly or levitate or shoot laser beams. So it's like they were saying that it's like, oh, it's Jack because he teleports.
Oh my
into
God.
the universe.
That is nuts. I'm trying to think what other have you heard the theory of what the secret ingredient is for Krabby Patties?
Dude, I heard, bro. That's disgusting. Krabby,
What is it?
right?
Yeah.
Krabby because he's in the...
So the Krusty Krab is shaped like a crab trap.
Yeah.
And we don't see any other crabs in the show.
He's the only one.
And it's called the Krabby Patty. There's another theory that it's whale meat.
Because he's married with...
He doesn't have a wife. There's another theory that he found her because her mom got killed or something. That's sad.
Oh, and he took her in.
Took her in.
Still kept the meat.
Kept her mom's meat. I guess.
Oh, that's crazy. I never heard of the second one of the whale meat. That's sick.
There's a bunch of weird theories. There's a bunch of crazy Illuminati theories with a bunch of the Disney and Nickelodeon shows.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually scared of the Illuminati.
Scared as
Not
fuck.
in the sense of
No, scared, bro.
I don't know, like we don't know everything. Like
Fuck
who
no.
knows if it's something? Like why else would somebody bring it up as a topic just to start a rumor or something?
Yeah, Disney. I feel like Disney's into some really weird shit.
Oh shit, word.
Disney, yeah. There's an episode of Sweet Life with Zach and Cody where he's in front of a blackboard. The back of the blackboard says Illuminati. It's weird. They have a whole show. What's the show? Gravity Falls. If you look into Gravity Falls is fucked. Like, if you look into Gravity Falls conspiracy theories, you'll get scared.
Yeah.
The amount of shit they show, like the main villain is the pyramid with an eye in the middle, and it can control everything. And it's freaking creepy, bro. Disney's weird. Disney's scary. And they say Disney World is one of the most haunted places in the world.
Wait, but haunted as in like what do you mean by haunted? Like ghosts kind of in a way?
Ghosts, demons, like crazy shit. Yeah. They say you can see like sometimes the ghost in the castle. If you look sometimes there's videos of a ghost in like the top window.
Weird to say, I kind of like the theory where his head is like cut off.
Oh, cut off on ice?
And ice just hidden somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why when I was thinking of that, I'm literally just picking Mickey Mouse just holding him like, what's up, bitch?
I mean, I kind of, I see it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Mance was crazy. He never wanted to die. It's like, he had a horrible...
And that's how it came up with like, the theory based off of?
Yeah,
I never got into it.
No, so the theory goes that he got really sick, and he was crazy rich. Walt Disney was a piece of shit too. Like, he was crazy rich. He was a racist. He was just a horrible person. And that he got super sick and he was super rich and he never wanted to die. So he was like, freeze my head And when the technology's there that you can bring me back. In the meantime, keep me at the bottom of Disney. They say in the bottom of Disney there's a vault, and there is Walt Disney Disney World.
Florida,
Or you could go on in,
California.
there's a Disneyland in Kansas, I think. That was the first one.
Oh, you think it's there?
Probably there.
I'm gonna go find it.
Did you see that iCarly episode that was like that?
No, which one?
There was an iCarly episode where they got signed by a TV label, and Spencer was all excited because the TV label had a frozen head that lived down in the and they went and they found it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Probably people gonna hate me, but I never watched iCarly like that.
No.
The only thing I loved about it, and it was one episode my friend showed me, was the guy having the tacos on the stick.
The bagels on the stick?
The bagels on the stick. Bagels on the stick.
And they're put in the wrong way.
Yeah. And you know Tyler did that for on Halloween?
I think so,
Tyler
right?
dressed
I
up
think
as
so.
for Halloween.
Dude, that's the only thing I know from the show, and that shit's hilarious. I love to see it.
It was a freaking. I love iCarly.
You watched it all as a kid?
Oh, I've seen every episode. I just recently rewatched it. It's on Netflix.
What'd you think about the reunion?
I haven't seen the reboot.
I heard.
Yeah, it looks suspect. I'll check it out, but
You heard why Sam never went back on?
Yeah.
yeah, she had a horrible. That Dan Schneider guy is a creep. The creator of all those shows.
It makes sense though, like, cause as a kid we're not gonna think about her toes being on television with all that stuff as any issue or anything, but now
Now
seeing
you
it
think
at
about
like
it.
this age and this point with a little better mindset, like, bro, he was kind of like,
Creepy, bro. And they brought back tweets, and the tweet said like, "Oh, this is Foot Friday, new Sam and Cat episode. Send us your feet pics with the Sam and Cat written on them."
and just like that, you're getting fucking kids out the wazoo. Just
That guy was fucking getting his
Is
fix.
he the one who redirected the reunion?
No, so the new one is Paramount. The new one's Paramount. They made it like adult. Like they talk about sex and shit, and they say
No
fucking
way.
bitch. Yeah, supposedly. They curse.
Totally different.
I'm gonna check it out. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty cool though. It makes it a little different.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that makes sense because their main audience are the kids that grew up with them, which are now adults. So
Yeah.
they shouldn't make iCarly 2 for kids if they're not the ones who watched the first iCarly.
Yeah, that's facts.
We watched the first iCarly. That's why Hilary Duff wanted they were gonna make another Lizzie McGuire, and she turned it down because they wanted her to make it PG. She's like, no, Lizzie's old. She's gonna have adult problems. It should be rated PG-13 or rated R.
I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, so she backed out of it.
Damn.
That would have been a great
I was always into Cartoon Network.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
Me too.
Conan
Cartoon Network.
Next Door. What was another one? Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie was the
Courage the
best.
Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog gave me nightmares.
Really?
Dude, I used to be terrified of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Bro, I was terrified of fucking Goosebumps.
Bro, I fucking loved
I
Goosebumps.
was terrified.
Dude, R.L. Stein was my hero, bro. The author of Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to watch the TV show and get scared. TV show was creepy. Yeah. No, but the books, bro. I read every book. I read every single
the books I
Goosebumps book.
read, but the TV shows, bro, at night,
Creepy.
I couldn't.
Oh my god, it was terrifying.
I couldn't.
No, to me, no, but Courage scared me. Courage
Really?
scared the fuck out of me.
But
But
the dogs or
The monsters in the show, like the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere, and the monsters were creepy. The way they drew them was creepy.
No, some of them were, especially the one that we like just like.
Yeah, that scarecrow thing. Oh my god,
just
and then
hanging
wave.
out there.
Dude, that
I
thing
know what
was
you're talking about.
scary. There was one show. Was it Cartoon Network? Was Cat Dog Cartoon Network or was that Nickelodeon?
I think that might have been Nickelodeon. The
There
one
was
where it's
A dog and a cat together. Yeah.
that's Nickelodeon.
There was one episode that I swear to God, ruined is what gave me like fear for like all my childhood. Like I couldn't go upstairs alone because of this episode. For like dead ass until I was like 12 years old, like this haunted me. There was one episode in Cat Dog where they showed a sandwich monster, and for whatever reason, when I was a kid, the sandwich monster haunted me. To me, it was just look it up. Look up Cat Dog Sandwich Monster. I looked it up again recently, and it really wasn't anything crazy. But in the moment, I was 4 when I first saw it. No, I was four when I first saw it,
Four over here. Come on.
and it was just so traumatizing. Okay, because it had this weird blue body and it had like olives for eyes, and it had this sharp teeth. Tell me that
I
doesn't,
don't understand.
bro. I was 4 and I saw that, and in the episode, it was so creepy how it ran and the noise it made.
Listen, I was literally thinking at first just a sandwich with like little tiny arms.
That's
and legs,
a blue,
but
huge body.
You forgot to inform about the fat ass body that monster
A
had,
Bigfoot
bro.
body, bro. No, that shit scared the freaking crap out of me, man. No. Like, honestly, like, it looks stupid, but when you're 4 years old,
When you look
alone,
yeah, bro, that's just gonna fuck with your mind.
it effed me up for my childhood. I was always scared of that stupid sandwich monster.
You ever see Billy and Mandy?
I loved Billy and Mandy. My mama didn't let me watch it, though. I would have to watch it secretly.
You remember the Halloween movie one? Where it was like the scarecrow and like they had like the whole like graveyard full of like, the pumpkins fighting.
Yeah.
Remember when Billy? This is so relevant to the story, bro. But I haven't told anybody this. But the one episode I love or part was when he's shaking his ass to the giant pumpkin monster. He's just going back.
I don't think that she knows what we're talking about.
And then the pumpkin just explodes and everything just like gets splashed. I was like,
So yeah, Billy, shake that ass for that pumpkin splurge. No,
that's the funniest one.
OG cartoons were the best. Nickelodeon, Disney, all that
Everything they
stuff.
have right now,
Garbage, dude.
man.
You remember Ben 10?
Oh, facts, bro.
Bro, Ben 10 was my shit. And have you seen it now? Terrible. Can you look up Ben 10 2021?
Like, how many monsters does he have now?
Not even the monsters. Look at the new animation style.
Oh.
They changed
Well,
it.
they fucked up Teen Titans.
Yup. They
Teen
made.
Titans.
Just wait. Look at the new Ben 10. Look at that. That's not Ben 10.
They're just trying to find a way to fit it back in for these kids.
Like, what is that, man? That's not
Okay,
Ben.
but how many monsters does he have in that episode?
He has all the monsters he used to have, and they all look stupid.
Can I get that piece?
Yes. Yeah, that's the GOAT.
That's
That and Omniverse when he's a little older. Those were the best.
the Omniverse was really good.
It was
I'll give that
super good when he was old with like the green jacket. That show was phenomenal. And there was a live action. There's a couple live action movies they made that were really good too.
Really, you like them?
I liked them. When I was a kid, I thought they were pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I saw them on HBO Max a couple weeks ago, just because they were on. I'm like, let me see. They don't hold up, but at the time they were good. This has been a fucking amazing podcast.
Really has, bro.
Dog,
Once again, appreciate
You were
for
fucking.
coming on.
You were sick as fuck.
Thank you, bro.
Tag whatever you have SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, at the moment, just SoundCloud. Don't want to like post anything official yet. Like,
Okay.
None of that. Like, I don't know. I see it like. I don't want to put it on Instagram or on iTunes or Spotify yet, because I'm just not certain on like what I want to be interpreted as.
Okay, that's fair. No, you gotta find yourself before other
So,
people
yeah,
find
exactly.
you.
So I'm just trying to work on that. But yeah, just SoundCloud at Andy. It's AXNDY. It'll probably be tagged right here.
I will put everything
Or
in the
in the
descriptions.
bio.
Everything will be in the description. All the tags are in the descriptions. Is Instagram, Twitter. Sorry for the ear rape. You got cut off. I'm sorry.
Is it gonna end or we want to talk more?
No. The podcast is ending
Oh, bet.
in like 3, 2,
Everyone's like,
1.